Hi, welcome to another edition of the Alan Rosenberg Show. So, I'm going to tell you a really great story. And this is about the greatest Rolling Stones book that you've never seen. And it's a new book. Um, so, here's the story. And I got a package from the Netherlands. Um, and I'm going to unbox it right now. And there's a letter here, which I'm going to tell you about. And this is the book. And it's called Tourbook 72. It's a test print, and it's about the Rolling Stones 1972 book. And it's written by Irwin J. Hochis. Now, Irwin doesn't know I'm doing a video on this, and I hope he's not upset. But this is quite a book. This is not some little book. As you can see, Tourbook 72. And it's all about, this book is only about the Stones 72 tour 51 years ago, but I guess 50 years ago when he wrote it, and is self-publishing it at this point. It took Irwin 23 years to write this book. He analyzed and researched, and you're going to see the information in here is absolutely extraordinary. It's 332 pages, 32 chapters, took 23 years of this man's life to do this. And he goes through that tour show by show, every detail, hundreds of pictures and ticket stubs and bootlegs and set lists of every show, press cuttings, everything you'd want to know about the Stones 72 tour. But let me tell you a little bit of a backstory about this book. So as you may not know or you forgot, I'm one of the world's biggest Rolling Stones fans. I really am. Since my sister took me to see them when I was 12 years old, July 26, 1975 at Madison Square Garden. But I was way into the Stones before then. When I saw them in 75 and I was 12, I knew every one of their songs pretty much, even then. Anyway, what happened was I wrote Irwin. I had seen information on his book. On like an internet, Rolling Stones internet chat forum, and you could write to his email. And I'm going to put his email in here, but I don't know if he's still doing this, but you can try if you're interested. And anyway, I reached out to him to find out like the cost and stuff like that. And he wrote me back immediately, which was really nice. And I didn't buy the book because financially, just a little bit more than I could afford, really, or was willing to pay. Not that it's not worth it. My son took it on his own, and he wrote to Irwin. He said, "Hey, Irwin, I hope I'm reaching you at the correct place. My father reached out to you some time ago about getting a copy of your Rolling Stones book that you wrote. Unfortunately, I know some money issues cropped up, and he was unable to get the book from you at that point, and I was thinking of ordering a copy of the book from you for him for the holidays," and this was for the holidays that just passed. "And I was hoping you could let me know how much money it would cost for your book shipped to the United States. I'll pay by PayPal." He wrote Michael, my son, right back and said, "Thanks for your message. Your father is Alan, I presume." Probably the only one who wrote him that didn't buy the book. And then the charges was $48 for postage and packaging, and you get the book for free. Basically, he prints out the book somehow and just charges you for the cost of the shipping and I guess the production cost, which was 48 pounds. Isn't that a great story? I'm a pretty lucky guy. That was so nice of my son to do that. Anyway, let me show you the book, and it's, like I said, well over 300 pages. And it's just beautifully done, and he actually signed it for Alan. Rocks off. Thanks, Irwin. And a blueprint from the greatest tour ever. Of course, the STP tour, Stones Touring Party, from the Exile on Main Street tour. And can you see this? I'll try to get a little bit closer. And literally, it goes through the tour show by show, full color, amazing pictures, ticket stubs, and this is just incredible. Great pictures, set lists and bootlegs, advertisements, as you can see. And the Seattle show, show number 2, the ticket stubs, the pricing, ads, amazing pictures, a show-by-show analysis, and the tons of bootlegs that are out there for each show, so you know if you want to buy the bootlegs, you know which ones are the ones to get. And this is just mind-blowing. And I take my hat off. Could you imagine you spend 23 years of your life researching this one tour? So this is the full page billboard right there. Full. There's the concert program. I actually have that. And this is just extraordinary. I mean, this is just beyond. The pictures are amazing. It just goes into it. And you probably can't. It's so high quality. I mean, look at this. This is unbelievable, Erwin. Now, my understanding is he's trying to get this thing published. And I think he's in the Netherlands, I guess. He's trying to get this published. I don't know, details on how things like this work, if there's copyright issues with pictures and ticket stubs. I have no idea. But the last I heard, he was just having a really tough time trying to get this published, which to me just blows me away. I mean, why would this be difficult to get this thing published? Is about the movie and the soundtrack. I mean, this is just, if you're a Stones fan like me, this is just beyond belief. Now, I've had, well over 100 books on the Rolling Stones, but I've never seen something like this. It just focuses on one tour. I have that magazine. That's a magazine on the Stones tour, on the 72 tour. I mean, this is just, it's got the bootlegs, and I have a lot of the bootlegs. But he analyzes it, and he analyzes every show. And this is just extraordinary. So I just thought I wanted to show you guys this. If you're a Rolling Stones fan, I will put in the description how you get in contact with him. Now, again, I hope he's not upset. I don't know if this is still being offered. I actually got this for the holidays, right around Christmas time, but I'm doing the video now. I don't know if he's still doing this. I don't know if he's had more luck getting it published. But I'll give you the email, and you could reach out to him if you're interested. I don't know if he's still doing it. I don't know what the pricing still is. But here's Madison Square Garden. This, I just wanted to show it. There's the stuff with the Dick Cavett interviews. And again, the set lists. And amazing pictures and shots of the bootlegs and the DVD bootlegs. And information about the stage and the staging requirements. Unbelievable piece of work this is. From Erwin J. Hojius, and I'm not sure how you pronounce his name, Erwin, so I apologize in advance if I'm mispronouncing it, so I am sorry. You know what, I'll show you here. I don't want to give out any other information that you don't need to see, but that's his email. Let me get it out there. Can you see that? Right there. Erwin.hojius@gmail.com, and I'll put it in the description. And if you're interested, you could write him. You could tell him you saw it on the Alan Rosenberg show. He doesn't know the Alan Rosenberg show, but he'll probably remember the one guy who probably reached out to him who didn't buy the book initially. So thank you again, my son. What an amazing gift, and I'm a lucky man to have such loving children I have. And really looking forward to reading this book. And I just thought it was a great story to tell everybody. And if you're a Rolling Stones fan, you may want to check this out. it's interesting, and this is as you see, test print because he's just doing this on his own, and hopefully he'll get it published and it gets distributed the right way. We live in this world now where it's like, I guess it's micro publishing. I live in the United States, of course, and I just remember when I was growing up, you wanted to, and I'm a huge reader. I have tons of music books, and I don't keep all of them, but I'm always reading about classic rock. And back in the day, you'd go to Walden Books or B. Dalton or whatever the bookstores were, and most of them are out of business now. And you'd buy books, and now you go to the bookstores that they have, and they have a very small section of like classic rock books. And of course, there's Amazon, and they have a bigger selection. But what I've noticed is the most interesting books are done across the pond in England, and they don't even really have them on Amazon. And if they do, they're a fortune of money, and it really pisses me off. I mean, Jethro Tull, I've read so many books on Jethro Tull, and all of a sudden there's these amazing books that have come out, self-published on Jethro Tull, and they're like, $120 to get them here in America. I can't spend $120 on a book, as beautiful as they are. And there's other ones too. So Martin Popoff does these great books, beautiful books. Again, he's up in Canada. But I'm not going to spend $72 on a book on Uriah Heep or on Blue Oyster Cult, as much as I would like to. $72, a lot of money. But I guess he's going to say, it costs a lot of money to produce them, and they're limited quantities, and I guess that's the nature of the beast now. But I just wish it was back in the olden days, man. You go to a bookstore and you spend $20 on a book, but I'm living in the 70s, I guess. Anyway, that's my story. What a book, huh? And a great story. That's my video tonight on the Alan Rosenberg Show. I appreciate you watching. If you're new to my channel, please check out my other videos. And most importantly, please hit subscribe. It would help my channel to grow. I'm doing this over 2 years now and growing a little bit. And I really appreciate it. And the most fun part, and I don't know if you see in my videos, we have a lot of communication going back and forth with the viewers, and I love that. It's great. And they write to each other and to me. And even if you don't agree with me, that's wonderful, man. We can go back and forth and open my eyes and maybe open your eyes. We had a great conversation going on with the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame video I just did. I love that. All of our opinions are equally valid, so it makes things better that way. Anyway, stay safe out there. Stay healthy, most important. And again, hit subscribe and check out my other videos if you're interested. I would appreciate that. I'll see you next time on the Alan Rosenberg Show. Have a good one.